Hello and welcome to week 1 of AC1110 Accounting Fundamentals. Once you've gone over this overview course section, which will always be at the top of your Moodlerooms page, then you'll see the weeks down here. So we're going to have the weeks week 1 and week 2 and week 3 and so forth. Once you go into week 1, then you can navigate back and forth by weeks by hitting this drop down here, which will give you kind of the names of the weeks, or you can hit this navigation, which will take you to the next week. You can also scroll up to the top here and you'll note that you have your cookie trail. If you click back on the actual class there, then it will often break down the week like this. So you can clearly see you got weeks 1 through 5. This might be the easiest way to do it until you get used to navigating from week to week. You can go from week to week even once the week has closed. So we are currently, of course, going to be in week 1. Now, remember that the first thing you want to do is to set up the McGraw-Hill. And in order to do that, you watch this video, and then you will click on this item. This is called Connect by McGraw-Hill. So this is McGraw-Hill, the publisher. Then you will open up something like this. You really want to do this first thing because if there's any issues logging in, we need to take care of those as soon as possible. So log into this. If there's a problem with it, email me, call me. Send a message within Connect and we will get that set up. Once that is set up, you want to use Moodlerooms as like a syllabi basically to make sure that you have done everything for the current week. So for example, if you scroll down here in week 1, you'll have the course objectives up top. This will be the same for every class. You'll have the topics, you'll have the lessons. We will currently be covering chapters 1 and 2 in the first week. We're going to spend more emphasis on chapter 1 at this time. And then you'll have your resources here. These are going to be the videos. Remember that you really want to watch the instructional videos just on how to learn the resources. That's going to be the ebook, saving and sorting data. Those things are things you really want to look into. Then we'll get into actual content in terms of what is accounting and what not videos on accounting. Then you got some PowerPoints you can look at if you so choose down here. You have your actual work will be down here. So everything under basically this blue box is what you want to make sure that you have done by the end of the week. So the week closes on Sunday and everything that is down here you want to make sure that you have done. Now remember that not all of the work will be done here in Moodlerooms. A lot of it will be done in Connect, but this is your official syllabi. So whether it's done in Moodlerooms or Connect, you want to go through this and basically check off what has been done. And they even give you a little check mark over here. So some people really like these check marks. They don't always show up on every assignment, but you could go through and say, okay, I did that, and check these off. This is the area that you want to check these off. Make sure that you've done everything. First thing that we need to do is going to be the discussion forum. Remember that the discussion forums are worth 21% of the grade. I just want to point that out one more time. That's a huge piece of the grade. Discussion forums should really be bringing your grade up, not bringing it down, because to get full credit, you really just need to participate. What counts for participation? You can read through this. This is the official rules. I'm going to break it down to the simplest terms possible, which is that you need a minimum of 4 posts throughout the week before the end of the week, being Sunday, at a minimum. And those would be excellent posts to get full credit. Most students are going to need more than four posts in order to get full credit because 4 posts would be 4 excellent posts, basically. So what you really want to do is get used to adding more than 4 posts. You can post to myself, you can post to the original question, you can post to other students. In there, I'm going to add a ton of questions to the discussion forums, so you really shouldn't have any problem picking up those 4 posts within there. Do not feel like you have to answer every question that I post. If I post like 5 questions to your actual thread, they're not geared just to you particularly. You don't even really have to answer those. You can answer any question that you want in any piece of the thread. The way this is going to work is a little bit different than other assignments in that every post could add points. Posts do not delete points. So every post will accumulate upwards. So that means the first post could be worth so much, and then the second post is going to be worth so much until you reach the maximum amount of points and thereby get full credit. So the more posts you post, the more sure you are to get full credit on that. If you have any questions about those rules, let me know, but make sure to pick those points up. You have the assignments, then down here, the assignments are usually going to be actually the longer problem. This first assignment is generally the longer problem. It says it's in Connect. So this is one that you're going to do in Connect. You want to go in here to check the gradebook, but it's not going to be turned in here. It will be turned in to Connect. Connect is the McGraw-Hill up here. So you want to log into McGraw-Hill and do the work there, and then check it off on here, kind of like your syllabi saying, okay, I did that. You really want to watch this video in order to see how to use all the tips and tricks for these types of assignments. So if we go to Connect then, and I scroll down to week 1, this assignment is this type of assignment. It's a longer type of assignment, and therefore we give you some more resources for that, and part of those resources will be in this paperclip. So this paperclip down here will have a sheet that will give you basically a video that will help you out with this assignment. So whenever you see a paperclip like this, it's not something that you turn into here. It's not something that you're going to turn into this site. It's something in this case that will help you out with this problem. So open up this paperclip, take whatever resources are there to help you out with completing this assignment. I'm going to go back to Moodlerooms over here, scrolling back to Moodlerooms, and this second assignment is in Moodlerooms. That means Moodlerooms is this format. So this format that we're in is Moodlerooms. This is Connect. So if you open this assignment, you'll have an Excel sheet, and that Excel sheet will give you a video along with it to show you how to work this assignment. And then when you turn it in, you're going to click on the words here, and there's going to be a submit button once the week starts, and you'll submit it here into this website. Now, this same worksheet is also in here. So if I go to Connect, this same worksheet is on this paperclip. Note that it says week 2, assignment 2. It says Moodlerooms. You want to turn this into Moodlerooms. The only reason I added this paperclip here is because many people get so used to Connect that they miss this assignment. And so I'm just trying to show you that it is here. If you open this up, you'll see the same worksheet, but don't turn it into this Connect worksheet. Turn it into Moodlerooms. So you want to, once you work that worksheet, you want to save it and you want to upload it here. And that's where it should be housed. And once you do that, I'm going to go back to the cookie trail. I'm going to go back to this course. I'm going to open up week 1, scroll down to the location that we are at. Once you upload that here, again, you could check it off, say, okay, done, did that. Then we have the homeworks. You may actually want to do the homeworks first because they go through kind of like reading the book, similar to reading the book. Again, watch this video before you attempt these Learn Smart homeworks because they can be a little confusing when you first do them. But there are a lot of resources available to you, and you want to go in there and learn those resources straight off the bat rather than learning them through trial and error. So watch this video, then go to McGraw-Hill, and these are the 2 Learn Smart type of assignments. So there's a lot of functionality between them. There's a way that you can jump to the book using these, but you really want to know what the difference is between Learn Smart and the ebook, and you really want to know how to navigate through the Learn Smarts. These do take a bit of bandwidth, so they take a lot of internet. You want to have a good connection in order to work on these because they can take up some bandwidth in terms of that. So plan your best internet connection when you're working on the Learn Smarts. Going to go back to the cookie trail here, and then of course we have the quiz, and the quiz is going to be due on Sunday, so make sure to take the quiz by Sunday. It is a multiple choice quiz. It is in Connect, and quizzes cannot generally be made up unless there's an unusual circumstance, in which case you'd have to email me. So make sure to take the quiz by Sunday. If there is an unusual circumstance, email me. I take that on a case-by-case basis to grant extensions on a case-by-case basis. But do not get a 0 on the quiz. Even if you're not prepared for the quiz, any score is better than a 0 on it. So take it, do the best you can. If you do poorly on it, you could still do well in the class by picking up a lot of the other areas, which meaning you want to get 100% of the discussion and as much of the assignments as possible that you can pick up in that case. So I'm going to go back to here. One last point is that the grade book is on the left-hand side. So you really want to go through and check off that you have done everything. The grade book will not be very populated until basically Monday or Tuesday of following each week. That's when I go in and I take all the grades and move them from McGraw-Hill to the grade book and grade everything. So by Monday or Tuesday of the following week, you want to go into the grade book and you want to check off everything that you have here. Everything that says week 1 should then be graded, and either it will have a grade in it, or if you didn't do it, it'll have a 0 in it, and you want to check that off. And anything that has a 0, you want to go back in and see if you can pick up late work on it at that time. Remember that you can pick up late for everything other than basically the quizzes. So that's going to be it for week 1. Have a great week 1.